dear students, I hope you are well. Today we learn about tag question. You are watching my program, aren't you? Here I have added a question, a short question, aren't you? This is a tag question. So take your copies and write down with me. You are watching my program. Aren't you? You are watching my program, aren't you? You see here that after the statements, you are watching my program. This is a statement. I have added a question here, aren't you? This is a very short question, you see, and what I have written here, you see, a tag question is a short question and which is added at the end of a statement. And you are watching my program. This is a statement or affirmative sentence, and you see that I have added this short question at the end of this statement. So this is a tag question, and why I have added this tag question? To be sure of something. I know that some of you are watching my program, but still to know whether you are watching my program or not, to be sure of that, I have added this question, aren't you? This is a tag question. So how to, at first you know how to add a tag question, how to make a tag question. You see that after this statement, you are watching my program. After this statement, I have put a comma. So you must put a comma after this statement. Then you see what I have done here. Here the statement, you are watching my program. This is a positive statement. Positive statement. Positive statement, and the tag is word, this is negative. So if the statement is positive, then the tag will be negative, and if the statement is negative, then the tag will be positive. I am writing another sentence. John is not a meritorious student. John is not a meritorious student, is he? You see that John is not a meritorious student. This is a negative statement. Negative statement, and what about the tag? The tag is positive. Positive tag, and this is negative tag. Negative tag. So the main thing is, if the statement is positive, the tag will be negative, and if the statement is negative, the tag will be positive. And what you will do, I have told you that after the statement, you should put a comma, then you must use the contraction form. Suppose are, this is the auxiliary verb. If there is auxiliary verb, am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, then you should use the negative form. You know that the negative form of are is are not, but you cannot write, you shouldn't write are not you. You must write aren't you. Are not, the contraction form of are not is aren't. You see aren't here, aren't, in apostrophe T. What does apostrophe mean? Apostrophe means that there are some words which are silent. Here, which alphabet is silent here? Here we see the alphabet O is silent here. Likewise, as you are a student of class 10, you have already learned about these things, the contraction form. Suppose is not, the contraction form of is not is isn't, are not, aren't, was not, wasn't, were not, weren't, have not, haven't, has not, hasn't, should not, shouldn't, all these things you know. So, I am not going to discuss that elaborately. Then what you should know, that at the end of the tag question you should put a question mark certainly, otherwise it will be incorrect. When you will write down in your copies, exam copies, you must write the full sentences, never write only the question, tag question. Okay. As you are students of class 10, I am discussing some topics, I am discussing some things which seems difficult to you. Everybody admires him. Okay. Everybody admires him. Admires means you know that praises. Everybody praises him. So, what will be the tag question of this sentence? You see here the subject here is everybody. When there will be subject everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, nobody, none, etc., then you should must put the subject of the tag they instead of everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, nobody, none. Okay? Then write down here, you can also write down with me, everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, nobody, none, etc. If the subject of the statement is everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, nobody, none, etc., then the subject of the tag will be they. Everybody admires him, don't they? Okay. Then you see that what I have written, that if the subject of the statement is everybody, then the subject of the tag will be they. You see, you also observe here there are two subjects here. One, everybody, this is the subject of the statement, and there is also another subject here, they. This is the subject of the tag. So, there are two subjects here. Then we have put here they, and what about this? Don't. Why have we written here don't? You see the statement is positive, so we have used here negative tag. Then you might ask here, this is a very common question, here it is admires. Here it is admires. So, why not here doesn't? Suppose when we write like this, he goes to college, does, because you must put the verb according to the subject of the tag. Here the subject of the tag is they. We cannot write they doesn't. Do we ever write they does? We never write they does. We write they don't. So, it should be don't. Everybody admires him, don't they? And if it is negative, if the statement is negative, nobody phoned me. You see here, nobody phoned me. Here the subject is nobody and its negative. So, the tag will be positive. And what will be here? Here will it be don't or didn't? It will be didn't. It will be did, because it's in the past form. Nobody phoned me. Did they? I think you have understood these things very clearly. Then next, you see these sentences. He has a few books. He has few books. Then you can also see this. There is little water in the glass. Then there is a little water in the glass. You see these 4 sentences. He has few books. He has a few books. There is little water in the glass. There is a little water in the glass. So observe these sentences. Here few, and here a few, and here little, and here a little. What does he has few books means? He has few books mean he doesn't have any book. তার কোনো বই নাই বললেই চলে. He has few books. He has a few books. এটির অর্থ হচ্ছে তার কয়েকটি বই আছে. Then what will be the tag question of this? So he has few books. This is negative. তার বই নেই বললেই চলে. Then what will be the tag question here? He has few books. Has he? Then he has a few books. This is positive. So the tag will be negative. Hasn't he? Then you see this sentence. There is little water in the glass. It means there is almost no water in the glass. অর্থাৎ গ্লাসে পানি নাই বললেই চলে. There is little water in the glass. গ্লাসে পানি নাই বললেই চলে. So this is positive or negative? What do you think? This is certainly negative sentence. So the tag will be positive. Then you see there is a little water in the glass. এর অর্থ হচ্ছে গ্লাসে একটু পানি আছে. Then what do you think? This is a positive sentence or negative sentence? This is a positive sentence. So the tag will be negative. There is a little water in the glass, isn't there? Then I will discuss other things also. You also know that there are some negative adverbs. These are hardly, seldom, rarely, scarcely, etc. So if I write down using these adjectives, then what will be? Rakib hardly comes to my house. comes to my house. What do you think? This is positive statement or negative? Rakib hardly comes to my house. This is certainly negative sentence, because here the negative, here we see hardly, the negative adjective. So Rakib hardly comes to my house. What will be the tag here? Does he? Ratan rarely goes to the theater. And here we also see the negative adjective rarely. Ratan rarely goes to the theater. As it is negative, so the tag will be positive. Does he? You should also use the pronoun. You see here that Ratan is noun here, and we have put here the pronoun. Always you must use the pronoun. Then you see this sentence, if it rains, if it doesn't rain, I will go there. If it doesn't rain, I will go there. Can you guess what will be the tag here? You see, there are two clauses here. One is if it doesn't rain. This is one clause. Then another clause is I will go there. And you see here which one is principal clause and which one is subordinate clause. Here the I will not go there, this is principal clause, because it expresses a complete sense. But if it doesn't rain, this is a subordinate clause, because it doesn't express a complete sense. When there will be complex sentences, will add tag according to the principal clause. So it will be won't I. If it doesn't rain, I will go there. Won't I? And you know that won't is the contraction form of will not. Then there are some exceptions here also, you must keep it in mind. Suppose there are some verbs which differs from this. I think that he is innocent. I think that he is innocent. What about this sentence? Here you see which one is here principal clause and which one is here subordinate clause. You can identify it very easily that the sentence started with the conjunction is subordinate clause here, that he is innocent. It doesn't express a complete sense. So it is a subordinate clause, and I think it expresses a complete sense. So it is a principal clause. In this case, what will be? You see here what we did in earlier cases. We add tag question at the end of the principal clause. But if there is the verb think or imagine or suppose, etc., then we must add the tag question according to the subordinate clause. I think that he is innocent, isn't he? isn't he? Okay. We can also make other sentences here. I suppose he will shine in life. He will shine in life. Here you see, I suppose he will shine in life. That might be silent also, no problem. I suppose he will shine in life. Here the conjunction that is silent. So which word is subordinate clause here? He will shine in life, that is subordinate clause. So you should add the tag question according to the subordinate clause, not according to the principal clause. I suppose he will shine in life. Won't he? Okay, I am telling you some other rules. The mother in her rose at the pathetic sight. The mother in her rose at the pathetic sight. What does it mean? Does it mean mother? No, it doesn't mean mother. It indicates motherhood. So what it will take as the subject of the tag, it will certainly take it. The mother in her rose at the pathetic sight didn't eat. You see, the mother in her rose at the pathetic sight didn't eat. And why didn't? Because here we see the verb is in the past form. Okay. So today up to this, hope you will practice it regularly at home. I am giving you some home tasks. None came to my house. Everyone praised him. I think that he is I think that he is meritorious. There is little water in the glass. He has a few pence. So these are your home tasks. None came to my house. Everyone praised him. I think that he is meritorious. There is little water in the glass. He has a few pence. Okay, today up to this, hope after opening, I hope that after opening the school, you will show it to your subject teacher and you will check it by him. Dear students, it has been uploaded in Kishore Batayan. You can express your comments, views. You can also ask questions there. There is also quiz for you, and you can play quiz there. Stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.